Guardians ALCS returns home. Guardians getting ready for Game 3 of the ALCS against the Yankees, down 2-0. Take a look at the starting pitching and what the Guardians have gotten from their starting pitching this postseason. 4 2/3 Game 1 against the Tigers, same in Game 2, 3 in Game 3, 4 in Game 4, 2 in Game 5. ALCS, 2 2/3 and 1 1/3. Again, I get that they're not looking to go deep into games, but quite frankly, they need a little bit more from the starting pitching to set up that bullpen. Let's welcome in Kenny Roda from the Kenny and JT Show, News Talk 1480 WHBC. Kenny, some of the hooks that Steven Voda's had were quick. I get it. You know, when you have the bullpen, you get to it when you need it.
Yeah, unfortunately, the starting pitching isn't giving them any length whatsoever. And in a game of this magnitude now in the ALCS, you've got to stay in the game, because if you fall behind by 5 or 6 runs early against the Yankees team like that, whose bullpen is pretty good, as the Guardians are finding out, the game's over. So I didn't have a problem in Game 2 when he went with the early hook on Tanner Bybee. It actually worked out. It kept them in the game. But they're going to need to get some length, I should say, from whoever is starting the rest of this series if they're going to have any chance of advancing to the World Series.
Yeah, the other thing is, Kenny, as I watch the Yankees, I know they're good. I know you got Stanton, you got Judge, you got Soto. I'm watching them and saying, these guys are not as good as a lot of people. They're beatable. When I watch the Yankees this year, I look at them, and even Jarrett Cole, you had so many innings where you had 2 on, bases loaded, nobody out, and the Guardians just have not gotten a big hit.
Yeah, give the Yankees, the others, right, credit, because they've come up with hits to help the Yankees in this series, whereas the Guardians left 11 men on base in that Game 2 loss. Were 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. And I thought the game really changed when David Fry came in as a pinch hitter with the bases loaded and swung at the first darn pitch, as I tweeted out. And, well, I cleaned it up because I didn't tweet out what I really wanted to say, and pops out. And then, of course, you don't get any runs that inning, and you just can't have that happen when you get those golden opportunities to impact the game. We saw how the Guardians impacted the game in Games 4 and 5 of the ALDS. They came up with the big hit, and that's not coming through here in the ALCS so far. I mentioned they should take a page from Stephen Kwan's approach and Brian Rocchio's approach, right? Neither guy's going to be a home run threat, although Rocchio does have one, right? But both of those guys are relaxed. They're seeing pitches. They're hitting the ball where it's pitched. And singles matter, as much as other hits matter in this series. You want to keep the train going, right? You want to keep getting runners on base. Station to station is fine. You don't have to hit the home run every time, and I think that's what Jose's trying to do. That's what Lane Thomas is trying to do. That's what David Fry tried to do there. Tried to be the hero with one swing of the bat, and that's all he got in that entire game too. So they've got to come up with the timely hits and take a more relaxed approach at hitting Yankees pitching with runners in scoring position.